Have you ever tried holding sand in your hand? The tighter you hold, it slips away. But open your hand, and the sand stays in your hand. There are situations in life that we can't control. And yet, when we try to control, it can backfire. I had this realization in a very different way while looking for a girl for marriage. Mine is an arranged marriage. And arranged marriages in India have become so much easier. You just have to go to a matrimonial website. It's like Tinder. But instead of you swiping for a catch, it's your mother swiping for a match. Contest master, fellow Toastmasters. I was 2 years an item on a matrimonial website called m4marry.com where Malayalis have arranged marriages. While other mothers were enjoying watching TV serial drama, my mom was plotting my life drama. Job check, education check, spiritual values, complicated. You see, a year ago, I quit my job to spend a year at a yoga center. Not the best thing to do for an Orthodox Christian boy during his marriage. Because I went from PowerPoint presentation to daily meditation. From project deadlines to yoga guidelines. And from the most eligible bachelor to the most questionable bachelor. When I told this to my mom, she didn't ask me, "Are you alright, son? Can we talk about this?" But she asked the question that mattered the most. "Are you? Who will marry you now?" Indian parents, their sole purpose is to see their children getting married. And since I was their only child, I was their pet project. So no room for failure. This was her biggest fear, and this was soon going to be my biggest fear. Proposal after proposal came and went. They asked, "What did I do last year?" I said, "Yoga and meditation." They heard unemployment and desperation. One uncle even asked, "Son, have you considered some real world hobbies like smoking, drinking, gambling?" With every rejection, I heard my mother's voice. "Are you? Who will marry you now?" But one day, a girl was ready to meet me. So we met in a quiet cafe. Dimly lit, loud music, and our hearts louder than the music itself. But as we started speaking, we got hooked. 5 hours had passed while we were sitting in the cafe. Her parents called, "Did you run away with this boy?" But sitting there, I thought, maybe she's the one. So we started dating, and we started speaking on the phone for hours. We started asking questions to each other, we got to know each other. I totally wanted to be honest with her. But then there was a voice. Will honesty cost me everything? A few weeks later, I texted her from Pune. I'm at some Osho meditation resort. 3 words exploded in her house that evening. Yoga, Osho, this boy. Her parents thought, is this boy into cult? Is he dangerous? What if this goes on forever? That evening she texted me, "Ashin, I don't think this is going in the right direction. Maybe we should take a few days." It felt like I was losing control of the situation. I tried convincing her I was even okay to go to her parents and talk to them. When she listened to me, she was convinced. But when she spoke to her parents, their fears were louder than mine. A few days later, she texted me saying, "Ashin, this is extremely hard, but I'm going to say no to us." Suddenly, all of those fears, my worst fears, came true. I had given this all. Then why is this happening to me? I thought, but I didn't have the courage to convince her anymore. So I texted good luck and I blocked her. The next day, my parents spoke to hers, said their goodbyes, and then they said, oh, by the way, we got tested positive for COVID. When I heard her parents had called COVID, something shifted. I reached out to her on a text. But this time I thought, what if I don't try to convince her? What if I just be there for her? She responded to that text. And we started chatting as friends and we started updating each other about our respective searches. Friends, today that girl is one of my best friends. And also my wife, Naomi, who's sitting there and recording me right now. And every day, you know what she does with me? Yoga. Life has come full circle. Friends, I've spent months trying to clench my hands very tightly. But with every grip, I saw her slip away. The moment I stopped trying to convince, she listened. The moment I stopped chasing her, she stayed. And the moment I let her be, she came back. What is the sand in your hand? Is there something that you are gripping too tightly? It could be a relationship with your son, mother, parents. It could be a dream that you've been chasing for long. It could be a fear that's gripping you. Ask yourself, what if I open my hands? The beautiful irony of life is you only truly have it when you are brave enough to release it. Because if you've ever held sand in your hand, the tighter you grip, the faster it slips. But open your hand, it stays.